You'll meet two guys who between them have logged 21 years as college undergraduates with no end or no diploma in sight. Responsibility, jobs, mortgages, life, what's the rush? Oh, yeah, I'm giving them a hard time. We're continuing to look at the 7 deadly sins this week. And this subject, of course, this week is sloth. We found the perfect examples. I'm looking at my two friends over here. Two guys who couldn't be any slothier. I don't even think that's a word. They don't want to grow up yet. Johnny Lechner, did I say it correct?
Yep. Lechner.
Okay, and Lechner and Mike Hanson are perpetual students. They are both still in college. Johnny is 30 years old and has been an undergraduate for 14 years. He has 250 credits, and when he does finally graduate, he will have had 4 majors and 3 minors. Mike has been an undergraduate for 7 years. This is junior Johnny, okay? And plans to be on campus for at least 2 or 3 more, but who's counting? Okay, now guys, we have had a lot of fun, but there has to come a time when we get a real job. We go into the real world, and we have real responsibility. And Johnny, just because you're cute with those cute little teeth are not going to get you over with me today.
You know what? Well, first, I don't mean to correct you, but it's actually going to be 5 majors and 3 minors.
Get out of my, get out of my.
Don't ask me the same because I always forget one of them.
You don't even know what the 5 majors are, or do you really? You're just being a smart.
No. I'll sit down and I'll be like, all right, let me rattle them all off, and I'll come up with 7 fingers. And I'm like, I know I'm forgetting something.
7 deadly sins, right? Exactly. Okay, you were going to graduate last May. You had the paperwork filled out, but you pulled out just days before. What is there, an aversion to walking down the aisle?
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, I fully admit that I do have a slight fear of the real world, but it's not so much that this fear is what's holding me back. I honestly believe the lifestyle that we live and that the lifestyle that I'm living is so much fun. It's so relaxing. I wish more people would kind of figure out what they want to do with their life.
You're 30.
Exactly.
You don't get to be fun and relaxed. Come into the real world with the rest of us. And if you sit there and smile at me, Mike, who, by the way, you just cut your hair.
Yeah, I did.
You had the slacker hair a little while ago. Now you've got
to impress you.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. Get a job and I'll be impressed.
You talk about the real world. Well, the real world for me is the lifestyle I'm living. I live this
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Tell us about the lifestyle. Come on. We call you Sunshine because you got that name when you first started college.
Yes, back in 2000.
I'm going to start calling you Moon in a minute because you've been there so long. So go ahead, baby. Tell me about the lifestyle.
Well, it's, you wake up around noon, you go to class, you go to a class or 2 during the day, and then you go out to the bars, you go to house parties. It's pretty much that.
You know what?
I think you're forgetting some of it's not just all partying.
What is it? Because I'm about to throw you out. I honestly am.
Well, sometimes we'll throw, get a bunch of guys together and throw the football around a little bit. Maybe we will, Mike's really big into making, home production videos.
Like YouTube projects.
So we're always working on, new video projects.
How do you pay your rent? I'm a very practical.
I work part-time, about 20 hours a week, but I also I'm taking student loans out. That's how I'm paying for school.
Oh, no, I'm going to have to slap you now.
Well, but I'm not taking any student loans. That's Mike's situation.
Yeah.
So
how much do you owe now, Mike?
I'm not counting yet. I don't want to be scared by the numbers.
No, let me explain to you. When I graduated from law school, I owed $70,000 in loans. I went to school so much, I ended up owing $70,000. And I had a gig when I came out of school and had to pay it all back. How do you plan to pay it back, my friend?
Maybe I'll be a rock star or something.
Well, I can say this.
Please let me slap him.
Go ahead. You don't need to slap him.
Go ahead, Johnny.
He's been slapped enough. But
14 years, my dear?
Well, here, I've actually run into quite a bit of good luck, and I'm bringing all my friends with me on this. I know you read about the People magazine, Hottest Bachelor, and some of the other media stuff. I've gotten really lucky.
This is the part that cracks me up, my love. You're one of the hottest bachelors, according to People magazine, for 2006, and you don't have a real job. How's that hot? You know what's hot to me? Hot is taking me out and being able to pay the damn checks. Go ahead, baby.
Well, hopefully my credit's good in New York City. I don't know. But I will say, because of some of these smaller opportunities, it started with doing small commercials.
You're about to start being a media guy right now. Is that what it is? You're moving into the entertainment world.
I did get to film a movie this last summer, and I do have a role in another movie.
Did they pay you?
Yes, they pay. I could afford to take you out to dinner, but probably only like 2 nights, and then all my money would be gone.
All your money would be gone. And you know what? Okay, I'm going to give you a hard time about this one because this is Junior Johnny. So Sunshine, he met you and decided he loved your lifestyle. This is a guy who, do you think you would have graduated from school had you not met
Yes,
Johnny?
I did really well in high school and in my first years of college, but I don't want to work 40 hours a week. I like the lifestyle I'm living, and he's the same way, and we just mesh really well with our philosophies.
And do you feel any responsibility that somebody who's a young person who looks to you as a mentor and who reads your stories are becoming, for lack of a better word, slackers?
Well, I will say this. Not even limited to just Sunshine, but a lot of people, and I get emails from people all across the country too that are like, oh, this is awesome, you're following your dream, or do what you want to do. I think that's where I can kind of play this role as a mentor, where I try to help people figure out what it is that will make them happy, and then I help them motivate.
But throwing the
motivate them
football
to
around,
stick.
my love, unless of course you're a quarterback in the NFL, is not going to pay the bills.
It's not all about money with us, though. We're not too concerned with money. We're just about having a good time.
And when you get to be 56 years old and you have no experience other than having a good time,
Well, we have good friendships and stuff. We have good people skills.
well, you've got great people skills, because I think you're absolutely adorable, but I wouldn't let my kid date you. I'm going to tell you that right
But
now.
I will say this, though. I mean, as far as skills and things that, if I wanted a job, I could graduate and get a job. And when I do graduate, I'm going to graduate with the most complicated degree that anyone's ever given an undergraduate ever.
When you do graduate, please invite me.
Everyone's invited.
I got to
Everybody.
stand there and I've got to clap. Our thanks to our guest Johnny and to Mike Sunshine Hanson before we break.